Wins pace unit is to the infield, so coming round looking for the green flag.
30 laps the journey. The Saxon Woodheaders modified production sedan title, the Tasmanian Championship underway.
Certainly is back in the pack. McLaughlin splits the gap and moves forward about 3 or 4 places. I tell you, McLaughlin came out of the clouds to move up into 6th place. Oh, Tatnell and Yule, plenty of action down the back. There's a 2 went hammer and tongs. Billy Wilson in there as well in the little orange car. But leading the stripe this time by Barry Yule reels off the first of 30 laps on the journey. Brett Tatnell in 2nd place, defending from Billy Wilson in 3rd. Dale Tatnell 4th. Brett Dawkins 5th. And that man, Wayne McLaughlin, already up to 6th, as is Craig Williams up to 7th.
I was just about to say, look who's behind him. Craig Williams, he's come from the back of the pack, up into 7th place now, putting pressure on McLaughlin. Back behind him, we've got Ray Skeggs in the 41 car, Jeff Henry in 33, the defending champion, Jason Richards, in car number 1. He puts it around down the back straight, and that allows Matthew Tatnell to go through with Paul Pillarat and Geordie Howe, and the defending state champion is on the infield.
Certainly is. In fact, won't be able to do much about regaining his state championship from there. In fact, I think he's left it there. He's parked the machine. Bad luck there for Jason Richards. Out in front, though, Barry Yule in the Gilpin Home CV Joint Cortina. He's come back onto the track. State champ, Jason Richards, but he'll be a lap down, possibly 2 laps down by the time he gets up to race speed.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually a lap down yet, Alan, until Barry Yule comes round behind him. I think he was waiting for the traffic to go through, but he's got a big job ahead of him now as he moves to the outside of the track, and Barry Yule's going to come past, in fact, and that will put him a lap down. So Jason Richards obviously got a problem there in the number 1 machine, and that's bad luck for the defending champion. But meanwhile, out in front, these 2 Cortinas, the Gilpin Homes number 4 car of Barry Yule and the number 28 Cortina of Brett Tatnell leads the way.
The big mover, though, is Craig Williams, already up to 4th place.
Well, he's a former state champion, so as I said before, he knows what it's like to win a state title, and he'd love to do it again. In fact, he lost it to Richards last year, so he's aiming to get his title back in the best way he knows how, and that's to lead from the front. But first he's got to get there. There's 3 quick ones in front of him, and going down the back straight away. In fact, Brett Tatnell starting to close the gap on Barry Yule. They're going to come into lap traffic pretty soon. That's going to be critical. They haven't had to contend with lap traffic tonight with the split heats, but it's an all-in final as Barry Yule in the number 4 Gilpin Homes Cortina, and right on his hammer now is Brett Tatnell.
Round the outside of Geordie Howe. Problems there for Wayne McLaughlin. We can hear that car spinning rubber as it comes along the front straight. Barry Yule, whoa, lost a wheel.
That'll bring out a yellow.
The whole axle's come out. We could hear the that tyre scraping as it came along the front straight that time by.
Yeah, you picked that one pretty well, Alan, and that's bad luck for Wayne McLaughlin.
You tried all night, and it was you couldn't think of a worse way to go out. That's right, Trevor. It looks like I must run over a Chinaman tonight. I should have went fishing, actually, instead of coming here all together. I'd just like to thank my sponsors, Wonglas Metal Industries and Geared Old Nose and Starter. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Williams on the infield. Bad luck there for Craig Williams. He was the big mover, and during that caution period, he headed to the infield. Okay, we've got Barry Yule, Brett Tatnell, Bill Wilson, Dale Tatnell, Jason Richards. Tatnell's gone to the infield. Oh, bad luck there for Brett Tatnell.
He's got a problem with that front left-hand tyre. It may be a puncture, or certainly the guard's out of shape there.
Problems there for Brett Tatnell in the Launceston sheet metal car. So Barry Yule all out in front, doing it, making it look so easy with only 19 laps left to travel. 19 laps, now that is a big journey in anyone's art. Bill Wilson consolidating 2nd position, and Dale the Whale Tatnell up into 3rd, but current state champ Jason Richards is up into 4th.
Well, I don't know how he got up there after the restart must have helped, or where was he lap down. In fact, we're just going to find out, but certainly, well, we won it last year when it was a race of attrition. He was there at the end when it mattered most, but meanwhile, it's Barry Yule doing it pretty easily out in front at the moment in this number 4 Gilpin's Home Cortina. Around past the control tower he goes now. There's still 15 laps to go, 16 laps to go, so it's not quite halfway as they head down the back straightaway once again. He's on a break of about 40 or 50 metres now on Bill Wilson in the number 21 Mannion Coaches Centura. Then back we go to Dale Tatnell. Fat Tat, Dale the Whale in the number 27 Bob Jane T-Mart's Commodore. He's getting the pressure on him now from Jason Richards, the defending champion in the Tas bearing and chains, number 1 Tirana. Then we go back to the number 19 car there of Brett Dawkins. In 33, it's Jeff Henry, the BP Lagana Racing Escort, followed by 41 Ray Skeggs in the Castrol Tirana. Then back to Paul Quillerat in 14, Geordie Howe in 26, Lee Taylor in 16, and Matthew TasTitle, the tail ender at this stage, in the number 29 car.
Okay, Barry Yule is in front. Bill Wilson in second. Dale TasTitle in third, and Brett Dawkins is fourth because number 1, Jason Richards, is actually a lap down. I've just been down talking to the lap scorers. They tell me that Jason was still sitting on the infield when the pack went past during that problem that he encountered. But Barry Yule still heading him up with only 13 laps left to travel. I tell you what, starting to get into familiar territory, but these guys would be tired by now, Martin.
Oh, absolutely. They've got fairly standard steering on these cars, no power steering, so they're going to find it pretty tough out there.
Matthew TasTitle to the infield. So the 2 TasTitle cars out of this one.
Well, there's still one out there. That's Dale TasTitle running in third place in the number 27 Bob Jane T-Mart's Commodore. Coming towards the control tower now. Behind him, Jason Richards a lap down. Then we go back to Brett Dawkins in the 19 car. He's in 4th spot. And Jeff Henry in that little BP Lagana Racing Escort up into 5th.
There's some great racing from the modifieds, especially for third, because Brett Dawkins starting to close on Dale TasTitle. Of course, Jason Richards on the inside of them, and Jeff Henry, of course. Yeah, Jeff in the little Escort as time's going by. Of course, the steering will be getting heavier and heavier on all the other cars, but that light little nimble Escort is certainly going to play into the hands of Jeff Henry.
Yeah, in fact, he gave Brett Dawkins a bit of a tap behind him that time and said, come on, Brett, I'm in a hurry. I've only got about 11 laps to go as they go up through the winds through split turn once again. 9 laps to go, in fact, as Dale TasTitle almost went to the infield in the number 27 car. And a good battle on here for third place, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to do much about these 2 out in front, but third place sets an open affair at this stage, Alan.
It certainly is. That's where the action lies at the moment. Take nothing away from Barry Yule or Bill Wilson in first and second. Oh, plenty of action down the back. Brett Dawkins and Jason Richards got all hooked up, and who came through like gangbusters, but none other than Jeff Henry in the PP Lagana Escort.
Yeah, actually, Brett Dawkins has got sparks coming out from under the front of his car. It may only be a pulley or a balancer or something, but it's...
No, the left-hand front of the car is about to part company.
Yeah, it's causing a problem there, and there's also debris down on turn 3. So we've got a yellow, so there's debris on the track in turn 3 with a yellow out.
Between turn 1 and 2. In the Saxon Heaters modified state title for 1996.
Henry's at the back for the restart, so he's still got a chance to get up from there if he's quick enough, but in the meantime it's going to be Barry Yule, Billy Wilson putting the pressure on in that number 21 car, the bonnet flapping in the breeze just a little bit of it. It seems to be helping the aerodynamics because it's quicker than it was earlier on. And Dale TasTile's there in the 27 car as well as they come past the control tower now. Still 7 laps to go, would you believe, in this Saxon Heaters Tasmanian Modified Production Sedan Championship. And the front 3 out in front of doing a good job at the moment. It's still Barry Yule, Bill Wilson in 21, Dale TasTitle in 27. Then we go back to the lap car of Geordie Howe in 26. Paul Quillerat would probably be on the lead lap in the 14 car, and Jeff Henry really can't do much from this restart at the moment.
Yeah, but out in front, Billy Wilson closing on Barry Yule as they came into the highway turn that time. But Yule seems to have the power coming out of the turn. Passing flag going out to Geordie Howe. Jeff Henry getting underneath Ray Skeggs in the Castrol Tirana. So plenty of action back in the pack. Out in front, Barry Yule, Bill Wilson, Dale TasTitle. These 3 guys seem to have a mortgage on this race as the laps are whittling down. Only 4 laps left to travel. Of course, I reckon the drivers will be throwing passing flag out to Geordie Howe. Jeff Henry trying to get the way around. Of course, these guys having their own battle back in the pack. And Ray Skeggs gets past Jeff Henry again. Henry was hung out to dry out, nice and wide. Henry will duck down low and try and get round a lot of them, get underneath them. Can't go through with it this time by. Passing flag working overtime as it's shown to Geordie Howe, of course. Out in front, though, Barry Yule, Bill Wilson and TasTitle. That's the way they're headed, Martin.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the three placings as they come past the control tower now with only 2 laps to go. Jeff Henry, if he can get past these other cars in front of him, he's going to be too far behind to make any impression on TasTitle. He was hoping to get up to 3rd spot and get a podium finish, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it from there. In the meantime, here comes the new incumbent state champion with only 1 lap to go. Barry Yule should take the state title without any unforeseen circumstances occurring on the last lap. Down the back straight he heads for the final time. Billy Wilson in car 21. He's going to take 2nd place, and TasTitle will take 3rd. Checkered flag at the ready for the new Tasmanian Modified Production Sedan champion. Barry Yule takes the victory. Good 2nd place there for Bill Wilson in car 21. TasTitle in 27 takes 3rd. Then back to Paul Quillerat, Jeff Henry in 33, Ray Skeggs in 41, Geordie Howe in 26, and Lee Taylor in 16. But we have a new state champion in the Modified Production Sedan division, and it's none other than the number 4 Gilpin Tome Cortina of Barry Yule.